What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. I want to go over some of the current data points, what just came out from the company itself, and yes, something did come out, so I want to go over that and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So over this last several trading days, you've seen a lot of abnormal spikes, a hell of a lot of volatility. I did a video. In my opinion, it could be one attributing cause is just dilution, and a lot of people instantly said, I'm hedge funds, I'm like the devil or whatever the hell you want to call me, but I just want to give you a quick context of where I'm coming from prior to me getting into this. So I've invested and covered a couple stocks, and I have been in this exact same scenario that I did truly believe in the company, but they had a lot of convertible notes. And I used to be no different than you. I used to be like, hey, that guy's just here to spread FUD. He is wrong. And turns out I was wrong. I was an amateur. I did not understand exactly how damaging truly these debt products are. So before you guys say that I'm the devil and I'm hedge funds and whatever, just read it. Read through the documentation. And there's going to be one thing that I do bring up that's very apparent that not one single person can argue with. So regardless though, you've seen a hell of a lot of volatility. Even based on Friday, you did have shorts increasing quite a lot. So they did increase 2.36 million shares. 10.22% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 8.17 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 15.98, and through Ortex it does show 79 mil as the free float. So essentially this number right here, this 10.22%, is actually incorrect. So it is a little bit lower, most likely around that 7% range. So again, something to keep in mind. But there was one thing that they did come out with, and like I said, very surprising. No actual news, regrettably, but there was this right here. A 6K came out Friday early morning, and ultimately it was their unaudited first half of 2024 earnings. And I think, honestly, a lot of people would be pleasantly surprised based on this. It shows for the month of September 2024. Not really sure why it shows that essentially, but like I said, it is up until June 30th, 2024, largely goes over the last 6 months. So there's a couple of things I want to go over. Starting off with cash and cash equivalents, it does show right over here, I'll zoom in closely, 88 mil. Very round of applause, good stuff that they still physically have it. It is going to be most likely around the 130, only because this is up until the end of June. And if we pop back over here, they did do, looks like July the 10th and as well August the 23rd. Both of those would not be encumbered in this. So both of those were 28 mil, subtract the admin fees. I think ultimately Hologram got 25 mil each, roughly. So just take this, add another 50, whatever else, roughly. So yeah, they have a lot of cash. And in my opinion, one thing that has really caused Hologram to go up on Friday was the fact that they didn't really squander and they have a lot of cash, as well as this. Like looking at their actual revenue, they're doing something. Not crazy enough, but at least it is a substantial improvement from 2023. And maybe some people have been very hard on them, including myself, but it does look like I, to be fully honest, thought they were dormant, not doing jack all. But it does show a lot of good improvements in that regard. Still burning through quite a lot in just operations, so 18.8 million. But then again, that's to be expected, if that kind of makes sense, overall. But again, this is the first half of 2024. They have a lot of good cash, so still begs the question on what the hell are they doing? And hopefully going forward, they don't continue, based on this document, doesn't really allude to them doing it, but hopefully they are done with those notes. 365-day notes, very short-term stuff, very damaging. And this is where I'm saying the next thing I'm going to bring up is nobody can argue with this. And so when I've stated that dilution has been the primary cause for this company, some people say wrong, blah, blah, blah. If we look on that same document, it shows right up here that as of December 31st, 2023, there was about 5.9 mil for the outstanding shares, right? Or I guess the number of ordinary shares. And then essentially, as of June the 30th, it was 110. And just draw your attention to this. Well, I'll erase this so you can clearly see it. And I'll make it red to make it stand out. 104 million between December 31st and June the 30th was created due to shares converted from convertible promissory notes. Here, let me just so people can see this. This is exactly why Hologram has been going down. So yeah, because as I've pointed out in the past, it is a very basic formula. What you do is take the market cap and then times by the outstanding shares. So my mousemanship is really poor, mind you. And then that equals the total market cap, right? Or sorry, I think I put market cap here. That actually should be the share price. Okay, right? And so essentially, if the outstanding share count goes up, keeping this fixed, share price goes down. It's just basic formula. Sometimes it is delayed because we are not made aware of this immediately, but still, it is a very basic formula. And this right here is the bread and butter. And keep in mind, from December 31st till June the 30th, that was old notes. That's not encumbering all of this new notes. So these two right here, so August the 23rd and then July the 10th, that's not even part of this yet. So that dilution would not be for this June the 20th, nor this May the 9th. Most likely that is earlier ones from April and March. And so yeah, it goes to show how damaging this is going to be, especially with all of these notes. It is the outstanding share count is going to go up to the moon, and essentially the share price, unless the company does something to really generate sufficient amount of revenue to offset this dilution, then the share price is going to go down. So my apologies on my bluntness. I'm not ever here to sugarcoat things. I brought this up in the past. There's a lot of YouTubers that just are there for clicks to just pump you up and say, hey, you know what? Hologram is the next big squeeze play. All you need to do is just watch this, this, and this. I'm not there to do that for you. I'm there to educate and to kind of analyze exactly why the stock is truly going down. And the reason why it is going down, as I say time and time again, but then again, I'm a hedge fund, but or what people call me as, it is dilution. So yeah, all in all, pretty easy overview of this. Again, going back over here, good amount of cash. At least they're moving in the right direction for revenue wise. But yeah, essentially, I think it's overall pretty good. Somewhat. Take that with a grain of salt. Not good, meaning like YOLO in, but this one should be left on your watch list, radars, just to see what the hell they are doing with this cash. Like, that is still, like, to this day, the big question mark. Are they building a huge moat to ensure that they're going to be safe? Because if they continue on the status quo, they have enough cash for the next about 3.5 years. Again, everything constant. That's a very big moat, more than what a lot of other startups and I guess growth companies have. So yeah, begs the question once again, are they planning a huge acquisition, or are they just going to sit on the cash. What's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, definitely take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.